Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Ones, empaths, this narcissist involved in your life or that was involved in your life cannot handle life without you. But before I elaborate on that and get more involved in that, I just wanted to bring to your attention that I'm now running monthly empath group meetings. Just to clarify, I did put out a video yesterday, but I didn't clarify whether or not it will be uploaded on YouTube. It won't be uploaded on YouTube. It will be personal between the invitees and the empath members that decide to join the group. If you are interested in it, either after this video or head to the link right now in the description box and get your place, because there is limited availability. It will give you the chance to speak with fellow like-minded empaths, hear their story, just hear authentic people, have some authentic people in your life, and it might give the opportunity to give each other's business cards or social media details so you can stay in contact. Because like I did say in that video yesterday, probably a lot of you have got a lot of narcissists around in your circles, got a lot of narcissists in your circles on social media, and having a few empaths, friends or whatnot, can be really beneficial. So anyway, just going into the video now, this narcissist cannot handle life without you. They just cannot, right? Now, they thought at the beginning, right? During the breakup or whatnot, they thought they could handle life without you. That's what they thought. They did think that for a time, right? But let's backtrack a little bit. You see, during the proceeds of the relationship, they always felt like lost without you. They always felt like they couldn't survive in the world without you, right? But their ego-driven ways, and the devaluation, and them being ungrateful and selfish nature that they are, began to make them get an inflated sense of self, where they began to maybe start to reverse discard you, or give you silent treatment, or start heading towards a discard, and started to treat you meanly, less love bombing, less, more devaluation, more gaslighting, right? And the thing is they get what they want. What you've got to understand is the universe, or God, however you want to look at it, intervenes. It causes them to walk blindly. They've got their blessing right in front of them, which is you, the special chosen one empath that you are. They've got that in front of them, right? But they can't see it. They can't see it till it's too late. When it's too late, that's when they start to see. That's when they start to realize how beneficial you are to be in their lives, right? When they finally lose you, right? So none of you should act like a revolving door. None of you should let them back into your life. But what I'm trying to say to you is once they go, let them go. They decided to go. They decided to go with a new supply and do whatever they wanted to do, go and entertain a new supply and all of that. Leave you hurt, leave you betrayed, leave you broken, leave you hurt, They wanted to go and do that, right? But they get out there into the world, and that's when they realize they can't handle life without you. A lot of you fall under the guise, if that's the right word. I don't know if that is the right word, or I've just used that in the wrong terminology. What I meant by is a lot of you fall under the impression of the narcissist involved in your life going on doing it better without you. That's what they want you to believe. That's the picture they paint, right? A lot of you, I've put out a poll recently about, are you still watching their social media? And I think 10% are saying, 10%, I think there was 700 and something people. Some people said they look monthly, some people said they look weekly, but the main percentage was 10% saying they look daily, Sorry, not the main percentage. The main percentage said they don't look at all, but the second highest percentage was 10% saying they looked daily, and there was 4 or 5% in the monthly and weekly section, right? So if you say 10% of 700 and something, it's over 70 people are looking actively daily at the Narcissist social media, right? So don't criticize them or anything like that, because you've probably been in that place for a period of time, and then maybe they just need to break out of that spell. So don't, if you see them in the comment section or anything like that, or you do decide to join the monthly group session and someone says that they're struggling looking at the Narcissist social media daily, please don't criticize them. Please don't put them down. You know, you've all been there, probably. A lot of you may have been there. If you haven't been there, then use your empathetic abilities to understand why they're in a place like that. Understand that although you've mutually been through abuse from narcissists involved in your life, they've gone through a slightly different scenario than you have. Not saying that their situation's worse than yours or anything like that, but for whatever reason, they feel the need to still look at their social media, and you need to admire them for being open and honest in that poll enough to say that they do look daily, right? But what I'm saying is when you do get caught in that bind of looking actively daily, weekly, monthly, whatnot, you do keep checking in. That is a real portal, to cause you complete devastation, right? Because they are making out that they're fine. It's like, but they're not fine. They're not, right? And the thing is everything's energy. E equals MC squared. Everything's energy. They can pick up on tendencies that you're watching them. They can feel it in their spirit that you're watching them. They can tell, like there's non-verbal communication that exists within social media posts. So for example, say they posted something with their new supply, then you posted something with your new partner. They'll know that you've probably seen that and you're just posting something with your new partner. Or say they saw you post something that you've gone out to the clubs and the bars and stuff like this, and they've just posted something with their new partner. They'll know that they're getting to you. So don't be reactive towards them. Don't be reactive towards them, like giving them reactions, because you're still feeding them fuel, right? What you need to know is wherever they are, whoever they're with, they are never going to find someone like you again. They're never going to find a chosen one like you again, an empath like you are again. And this is why I'm hoping that this monthly group meeting with empaths will be beneficial for you, because you will have the chance to meet people who communicate similarly like you do. You'll have the chance to meet people who are authentic. You'll have the chance to meet people who do have a good heart. Now, I'm not talking that it's going to be that you get involved in a romantic relationship. Possibly you might get a friendship out of it, or you might start speaking to someone or whatnot. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm hoping that it's a success. Hopefully God and the universe helps us and makes it a success, right? There have been some bookings already, right? I'm hoping to get a mixture of male and females, and not just too many females and not just too many males. I'm hoping to get a good mixture of both, right? But regardless, even if look, this narcissist can't live without you, right? And if they know that, for example, you're meeting fellow like-minded empaths, even if it is online, right? And you find out someone's in the same state as you, or you find out someone's in the same country as you or whatnot, and you start speaking to them, and what you got to understand is it's all about having a good solid foundation built through communication. That's really a real strong principle to having a good strong communication skills with each other, and you'll notice that you have that, right? And like I said, you'll be given the chance and the opportunities to exchange social media details and whatnot, and stay in contact if that is something you're comfortable to do. You might not be comfortable to do it after just the first meeting or whatnot. You may have several meetings or may have a couple of meetings before you feel comfortable enough to do that, but I'm just putting it out there, right? Hold on, let me just check my notes quickly. And also you having a chance to touch on, a bit of your story, a bit of your pain, it'd be therapeutic for you, They don't want that. They don't want that. They don't have that. If you're getting benefit from the videos, or these videos on this channel or other channels alike, right? They don't have that, right? And they don't want that for you. They really don't want that for you. And they, like, unless they're hacking your device or something like that, that's the only way they're gonna know. But otherwise, they don't really know. They can just feel it in their energy. They can just feel it in their spirit that you're getting healing, And it's you doing the healing. What I'm saying to you is, though, this narcissist can't handle life without you. Wherever they are, whoever they're with, whatever they're doing, they're struggling. They're struggling out there. They're really, really struggling. It's not easy for them. Sorry, I just paused the video just to have a drink. It's not easy for them, though. That's the mistake that a lot of you make, right? They struggle. Do you know how much... Sorry. Do you know how much of a blessing you actually are to them? Yes, they lost. They knew you was a blessing when they met you. They knew you was a blessing. They knew you was something special. Yes, that got warped along the way. Yes, they got an inflated sense of self and started to feel like they're better than you. Yes, they started to believe the grass was greener on the other side, but they get over there and they're on astroturf. Yes, they had a precious jewel, a precious stone, a precious diamond that you are, and then they traded it in for a blade of glass, a shard of glass. That's what happens, right? They had green blades of grass with you, and they got over there on astroturf, and then that's when they're struggling, right? They had you. Things like loyalty that empaths have, authentic nature, truthfulness, transparency. It's so rare to find. It's so rare to find, right? And all of these traits that you possess make them comfortable. That's what you've got to understand. Makes them be, this is going to take this with a whole bucket of salt, right? It makes them be at their peak level, or their best version. Not their best version in the way of treating you, but it makes them be at their peak. They feel at their peak because of the the energy supply you're giving them. They feel at their best, right? They feel at their best. Okay? So, what you got to understand is they are struggling. They're with a new supplier, whatever they're doing, doesn't matter. They're out there and they're struggling. Don't think that, the mistake you make as well, a lot of people make. Not all of you, a lot of you know, right? A lot of mistakes that victims of narcissistic abuse make is thinking that when it ends, it's all pain for you and it's not pain for them. Of course it's pain for them. They had you by their side. They had you being loyal and honest and truthful and transparent and pure and genuine and authentic. They had you being that way. Of course they feel like they lost out. Of course when they go and get a dusty new supply, they feel like they drew the short straw. Of course that's what happens to them, right? It's all about self-love. It's all about building your self-love back up, right? Some of it might have been taken away from you. The way you love yourself, all of that stuff. Some of that might have been taken away from you slightly, right? But that's what it's about, building that back up again, right? Just because I'm informing you that they can't handle life without you, don't be fooled into thinking, that if you let them back in, they're going to change their ways. No. They may love bomb you for a bit again. You may get on for a few days, and they're going to start, the mask is going to start to slip again. What you got to basically understand is, if this narcissist involved in your life could have kept the mask firmly fixed in place the whole time they was with you, they would have done so. It's not through their choice why the mask slips. The mask slips because they can't keep up with that facade, especially the covert narcissist, right? They can't keep up with that facade of masquerading through life of artificial light. They can't keep it up. So that's why you see chinks in the mask. You see the mask slip. You see the unmasking. You see their true nature come to the surface. You see all of these things. That's your blessing. You've seen what they are, right? You've seen what they are. So just focus on yourself. Focus on building on yourself, right? Focus on building on yourself. Focus on your business. Focus on your purpose. Focus on what's best for you, what's meaningful to you. Focus on all them things, right? You know, they'll feel like they lost out. You know, they've lost something special. They've lost something special, and it's their fault. It's actually their fault. They know it's their fault. These narcissists involved in life know it's their fault. It's why they act so deranged. You know? It's why they spy on your social media. It's why some of them resort to stalking. It's why some of them go crazy. You know? They may even have new supplies when they do this stuff. You know? They slip into the bathroom at 2 a.m. in the morning and start looking at your social media and breathing heavily. You know? Looking at your social media, wondering what you're doing. Looking through your new contacts or your new followers or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that well versed on social media, right? Or they're spying on you, go to work, and they're stalking you, and they're doing all this stuff, and they've got new supplies. You know, they don't like these new supplies. And I made a video the other day about a new supply is not the same as you. I called it something else, right? Because what I was discussing in that video is a lot of these new suppliers knew about who you were, and that's what makes you not the same as just another new supply, right? Unless you were tricked or duped into being in a relationship with a narcissist, not knowing they had a family or kids or a partner or a wife or a husband or whatnot, it's highly unlikely that an empath is going to engage with a narcissist unknowingly, knowing that they had someone else in their life, right? Empaths don't do that. Empaths don't divide people up. They're just not going to do that, right? So, you know, this narcissist is struggling, and that's all you need to know. Right? Do not believe the fakery. Do not believe the facade. Do not believe the BS that they're trying to paint on a picture on their social media or in person or whatever you're seeing them. Even if you're seeing them in person, holding hands with their new supply or whatever. You know, just look at them and think, you know what? You're lost. You know, you're lost. They're lost. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to rectify the situation. They don't know how to build the bridge back across to you. That's a narcissist. They don't know how to, repair it. They don't know how to do it. Some of them will. Some of them will play the pity plea. Some of them will play desperate. Some of them will do that. But a lot of them don't know how to build the bridge back across to you. And that is just the foundations of a narcissist involved in your life. They don't know how to build the bridge. Many of them don't know how to build the bridge, right? Many of them don't know how to build the bridge. So, just focus on yourself. It's the best thing you can do is focus on yourself, you know. Focus on yourself. Focus on your projects. Focus on your business. Focus on, the things that are important to you. So thank you for watching today. If you would like a one-to-one session with me, more of a personal approach, you can always book a one-to-one session with me. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can also find a link in the description box. And also, if you'd like to hear a bit more about the monthly Empath group, I released a video yesterday, so you can click that video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.